want to have a good debut. And make sure Silent has a pretty good time, because I guess that can that can matter as well. But here we begin. Early rotations already. Look at this. Lil first on the scene, drops the ward, gets the peek at Crit. If he saw what Crit's inventory was and sees it now, he could do the deduction and figure that he dropped a sentry somewhere. And he put the sentry right over here. I guess he anticipated that Dazzle was already on the way back and got there before him and was planting a very aggressive ward in the lane, but that's not the case. It doesn't matter though, because Crit's got a second sentry and another obs to work with here and now. I don't know. What do we think about this mid lane matchup though? The Invoker going against what I imagine being G on his Tiny. Now, Miracle is very comfortable with Invoker. I'm not too sure how comfortable G is with Tiny. It's not something we've seen. Now, the guy's a veteran. He's been playing Dota for frickin' ever. You know, he's in Dota 1. And I'm sure he's got a pretty deep hero pool. And I'm sure there's been plenty of times he's had the opportunity to play Tiny in the mid lane. But we just haven't seen it from, him too recently. It's very different than what we would say, seeing Secret play Tiny in the mid lane on Weehaw or even OG. Looks like BP are going to assert their dominance on the bottom lane, and G is going to be picking up the first rune of the game. Miracle is going to grab the rune at the top. And we're going to have Fisticuffs break out here. It will look like an early dual lane setup to assure mid lane dominance. Even a try on one side here. Crit is really going to be on the move with this Tusk, it looks like, or at least shift position all the way up to the top lane. Instant takedown of the sentry. Classic move there. Look at this, it's a 3-on-2. And FNG is like, ho ho ho, gonna have to pull on back. Meanwhile, G just trying to get focused on the early bits of CS. But already the swarm goes out. G's gonna step off, probably be the first one to take care of some of those stacks. While this is happening, Phobos recognizes that No-Tail does not have support nearby and is playing the lane a bit more aggressive right now. Really trying to take it to No-Tail while he can. Moon, though, will still have to deal with a dual lane in the meantime, but still not a problem at all for Doom. Unless it's a tri-lane, he is going to have no problem sitting in the lane, finding that XP, and building up some early CS. Miracle just trying to desperately creep in there and get something. He's only 1-1 CS. This is a very slow start for him. Look at the other side. G, 5 and frickin' 2. That base damage is just wonderful. The top lane, Phobos, under harassment now. Winter Wyvern. What a douche of a hero. I know, I play it a lot. You hit that Q button and suddenly you got all the range in the world to harass, and you can easily bring down any opposing offlaner to half of his life. Lil is going to conserve that second level. Doesn't want to, flush it right into Poison Touch here. It's a Doom after all. He pops that Scorched Earth and he's going to be out of there faster than he can blink. And with all the health regen you can ask for. Miracle trying to play catch up. 3-2 CS to Tiny's 8-2. Now what are we having up here? Phobos bringing it to No-Tail. Notices no supports nearby and he's going to start smacking him on the back. Oh, but it's mid lane where the first blood is going to be. G is going to get it. It's on Miracle. The punishment continues. Looked like it didn't even cost him a toss. A simple, maybe misstep, but the avalanche is going to be there. Oh, Crit blocks him out from the rune. He's going to cut him off. He's got boots. He's got the speed. He's going to be sweeping in and taking it up for himself. Nicely done. Miracle makes a return to the mid lane and comes off the back of that unfortunate first blood for OG. And Phobos now could be in trouble. Crit using that Invis rune is going to be sweeping it from behind. Does he block him from the front here? Waits out for the stun. Sweeps it now. Gets a brilliant shard block. And they will be able to clean him up. OG get themselves on the board. Game will be even 1-1. Quellenbait sitting in his stash right now for G. G trying to poke him out a bit, but are there stacks built up? There certainly are. Alright, Bane has been doing his thing, and he will continue to just be the mid lane support, stepping in when necessary, helping getting a pickup if necessary, and making those stacks for G to farm up on the side. I see you, FNG. Trying to get that early heal bomb harassment here. But Doom is still doing fine. Well, he's got 5 CS. I guess it's not the best thing ever. Compared to StarLadder, DK Phobos is at 6 and 2 CS. Level 3, that's where the advantage comes in for Moon right now. He's level 4.5, so he hasn't really been bullied out of the lane too much, and obviously was not taken down in the same sense that Phobos got caught out. Oh, they want Moon now. They might be able to get him. Look at this, Lil sweeping in, catches out the heal, has the illusion. Moon's looking to run the other way, but chains are going to be there. Lil gets the last hit, and Moon will be dropped. Almost lightly jinxed him there. Just saying he was not one to be taken down, and there he goes. So indeed, the Quas Wex Invoker is in store for us right now. Going against a hero like Tiny, who has very frail amounts of mana as it is. One easy Tornado EMP combo, and he's not going to be doing a whole lot. You could say that for a lot. Even the Ember. It's at risk at not being able to get away. Alright, Bane's got this stack big. This is a big boy stack now. We'll see if G finds his way to going straight for the blink, or if he might have to step up for the drums early. Casual bits of harassment, and whoa! Not going to be getting that CS. He still wants it though. Get that CS! Ah, he gets cold snapped up, and he doesn't want to be eating too much extra damage here. He's going to have to run away. Oh, look who's coming in. Crit was coming in, but FNG put him to sleep. Crit is not going to be able to sweep it from behind. Eats a heal, eats a stun. Can he toss him back? He certainly can. And Crit is going to be one to go down. Oh! Beautiful organization right there quickly from VPG. Scouting out that opportunity, gets the toss back, and Crit realizes that he just kind of walked down the wrong path. Had he turned and went the other way, things may have been different. Now a sleep setup onto Miracle, puts him back by the tower. He's going to be eating the damage now. He's going to be forced to go into Ghost Walk to avoid further punishment. Crafty little setup. They see the courier possibly come in, but they don't have detection. They do not have detection between the two supports. Very sad stuff, but now he has a couple sentries. Just in case something like that happens again. Virtus.pro up 3-1 right now in the early part of this game. Winning going last hits is still going to be no tail here at the top. 36-12. The Knives. They're going in on the Phobos though, and it looks like they're going to be able to get him. He dishes out the Crush, but soon to follow is the support staff here of OG. They will get that kill. The Phobos will be going down right now. Able to finish out his Tranquils, it looks like, but still going to be a bit slow getting to his level 6. You compare that to Moon, and Moon is already level 6. Something Silent has to be thinking about now is the Doom. Anytime Moon is kind of showing dominance in the lane, he might have to be on watch and make sure there's not a Crit nearby to set up some sort of easy gank. Crit's mid lane right now. Arctic burns up. Fly, get in there and poke him a bit. He's thinking about it. Oh, he's got Crit now. Crit long range shard? Olympic shard? No. Thought about it. Phobos got back quickly. Phobos does not have the vision in there, but he just knows that those supports are out and in the dark. And looks like Moon is even going to be stepping away from his off lane right now. Farming up a bit and scouting out opportunities to use the Doom. They finally commit, but quick TP is going to send them back the other way. That was Silence TP, so he doesn't commit for anything, and he'll continue to have free farm in this bottom lane as Moon has stepped out. Gotta say, pretty solid stuff right now. G, wow, he is flirting with death right now on that huge stack. Didn't even get to finish it, but he was at risk. Got 10 life. Oh, Phobos and Moon! Phobos and Moon! Gonna be crossing paths. Quick crush, quick 180. Phobos is like, I don't, no thanks. So No Tail continues to mirror that of Silent in the bottom lane, but I gotta say that's for the better of Virtus.pro. Typically your Ember at his worst when you really give him a lot of trouble. in the early game, and he's not really been running into any trouble at all. But OG instead are going to opt to push. They get rid of this tier 1 top. No-Tail can shift into doing some jungle farm. A support can take over the lane and get their needed level 6, a certain fly, and definitely crit. Bane doing a bit of that right now. He has mid lane farm right now to get to his level 6, get that Bane's grip, while G continues to work into those stacks. What's happening mid lane? They're making it go into Bane. Tornado EMP set up. They get Miracle to sleep, and now comes Lil and G. G is looking for the hustle and the toss. There it is. He goes up and down. The Magician's going to drop, and back at top lane, OG just continue to push on in. They want to take 2 towers on this go. It looks like they're going to be able to get it. So, though the pick off in the mid lane is in favor for Virtus.pro a bit, they continue to lose a bit of objectives, and look at the opposite side here. Silent has been able to do any work on the tier 1, but tries to get things started right now. But with that tower, you're going to see people like Crit being able to pick up some new shiny arcane boots. Fly's happy to just get some more wards, pair of shoes. Yep, and this is when No-Tail's going to go ahead and head into the woods. I'm going to do my jungle farm there. And it looks like, yeah, G is going right for the Blink Dagger. No drum business here. They're going to be turning it up now in the mid game. There's going to be that Blink Dagger. Let's see what he wants to do with it. Miracle, obviously, your standard Quas Wex kind of cold, snappy build-up. It's got the Urn phase. 48 and 18. Let's switch over to the net worth now. You can see G is at the top. Both No-Tail and Silent just nipping at his heels there. Second and third in net worth. Oh my, more stacks, my goodness. Alright, maybe if they see someone mid lane, they might. They're gonna smoke up now. They're gonna smoke up now. Casual Lil in mid lane, you know, nothing big, just kind of farming on his own. But Miracle is not having any of it. He is not having any of it, or at least maybe Fly is. Fly's probably telling him, you know, don't go in there. There's trouble nearby. And there it is. Blink, Avalanche, top, not going to be enough. There's going to be the Cold Embrace, a Zoning EMP, and Virtus.pro are going to have to back on up, but what they may not know is No-Tail's nearby, conveniently with an Invis rune. They're going to make their jump onto FNG, and, well, he's going to get help from the grave for now. Tornado keeps him up in the air, but ultimately, it looks like he could be going down. Stays alive a bit with the brain sap, but it's not going to matter. Bane is going to be one to drop, and now OG. Oh, they lose their moon. G, a hit and run for him. Blinks on in, gets the toss combo, but now he may lose his life. Trapped into a corner of shards, an EMP dropped right on his noggin. He's going to be taken down. Silent rotates in, but they got the Winter's Curse, and they use it. It catches both him and Phobos. Silent has to be dishing out a safety net to make it back in the way just in case, but they've already made the move onto Phobos now. Phobos going to get caught up with a big tornado catch, a double kill now for Miracle, and OG said, we got a big win here. Let's take our winnings and let's get the hell out. They even the game up 5-5. Take down, what was it? 4 all day? 3 if you count FNG's first life. Big fight for them. They recognized the situation well. They saw that supports were missing off the map. They didn't want Miracle to be kind of dangled out too far, but they eventually couldn't help themselves. They made their jump on the Miracle thinking he'd be alone, but Fly was there. And because he was able to get off that quick EMP, they could not commit to anything. And at that moment, OG recognized the opportunity, and well, they had the convenience of No-Tail in that Invis rune. They were able to re-engage, and they come out with a big, big fight. Very nice. Back to the drawing board for G as he has to work through stacks, work through some build-up and farm, and unfortunately the Blink Dagger for its debut was okay. Not the best thing ever. Remember, he did get that pick on the moon, but is not the optimal kind of ganking start you were hoping for. And Silent is going right boot to travel. Yeah, that farming mobility kind of build-up. And I don't think we've been able to see a Fiend's Grip yet. I mean, it's not like FNG's been 6 for very long, but the opportunities are here now for Virtus.pro, and I think they need to be ones to take advantage of it. I don't know. We can match up the net worth right now between No-Tail and Silent, and No-Tail is just kind of a bit ahead here. And as he continues to get bigger, and even Moon continues to get a bit bigger, I don't know how much confidence I would have in the Ember versus PL matchup, though Ember does have the better matchup on paper. With a Doom in the back pocket for OG, I would feel like they still are going to be under a bit of pressure. So they're going to get this tier 1 down. This is the first tower takedown for Virtus.pro this game. Opens up opportunities maybe to plant some aggressive wards in the jungle and maintain control on the top of the map. Swing and a miss for G in the mid lane. Could not get the catch on the Miracle. He's got some fast feet. And he almost has a Yules. Yules is nice. It makes for an easy setup for your fancy tornado EMP meatball combos. It rids of your amp damage. It also can get rid of a flame guard on your Ember Spirit. It's very nice. G is quickly back up to nearly 1,600 gold, so anxious to see what he goes up for next. While Fly farming the bottom lane here. Break the Soul Ring, all ready to go. But as you can see, it's OG in Virtus.pro's woods right now, taking up all that farm. Plus they got farm in the mid lane here. Miracle's taking all that. What are Virtus.pro doing? Well, we got 4 of them clunking around in the OG woods right now, hoping for an opportunity to present itself. But OG always seem to be kind of thinking one extra step ahead. They see, oh, there's one Silent, very aggressively top lane. There's got to be trouble waiting behind him, so is there anyone behind G? Let's poke at him a bit and see if we can get some rotations out here. Well, rotations are going to be coming. And quickly, OG head out the other direction. Oh, FNG. His arms were raised up, but the spell did not get cast. Now they maybe can make a go on the top lane here. We saw the rotations to the bottom, and Phobos, he got very anxious there to try to get close enough to give crit and amp damage, and that is just not happening. Miracle is on the prowl. And that is now going to be something, you know, in the back of the mind of Virtus.pros. Now they head back towards the mid lane. They're going to make a push here on the tier 1. Will Virtus.pro respond? Lil is first on the scene, and he does not have a lot to offer. So tier 1 is going to get dropped here, and OG continue to press on in. And oh, look at that, poor Lil, the first on the scene, is going to be the first dead. Gets caught out, a cheeky little No-Tail. Somehow creeps himself into the battle again. And they get the kill. But of course, it's got to be Miracle. Mr. AK who gets the last hit. Wouldn't you know it? A beautiful segue opportunity now for OG to move into the Roche Pit and pick themselves up an Aegis. Well, you know, it's Silent's first game now with Virtus.pro, but I can't help but feel like for his namesake, he's been a bit too silent up to this point, but can you really blame him? He has been very farm-driven. He knows that the weight of this late game is going to be resting on his shoulders as an Ember. I mean, to his credit, he's got some respectable farm. He's 4th in net worth, just behind G, his teammate. And really, it's not like OG are that far in ahead. The Roche will help, but he's still got to get the basics here. Get that Battle Fury together. They really want Miracle. Oh, toss him in. Fiend's Grip. Here we go, boys. Man, he's so quick. He's like Billy the Kid. Throws together that Ghost Walk before he can even see what the hell's happening. And Virtus.pro are not going to get their ganking opportunity. OG continue to play very team-centric, uniform Dota. Virtus.pro are just, they have a new team and they're trying to make it work. Trying to figure out what's going to be working for them here. Is that a Midas? Who just picked up a Midas? Wait, am I blind? Did they not? Oh, it's on the courier? Well, forget about it. Bottom lane is where their action's breaking out. They're going to make a throw and jump onto Moon. Oh, it's Moon. Moon who got his Midas. Well, Moon's Midas is going to be off cooldown now. Couldn't even put the poor thing to use. Good initiation there from Virtus.pro. They head the other way, and Moon, who's been farming out the bottom lane, is going to get caught out. taken down. Oh, man. No Tail already has his Yasha, but he is very close already to his defusal, and then he is fight ready. Will Silent be fight ready? He's got his Perseverance, but still got some work to do to even get that Battle Fury ready to go. This feels like them, you know, Virtus.pro. God, I almost said Empire there, just because I'm so used to Silent being on Empire. Virtus.pro are just going to have to accept the fact they're going to be losing their tier 2s and prepare for the ultimate high ground defense. I'm sure they were hoping to get a lot more done with this Blink Dagger Tiny, probably in that mid game. The opportunities were not really there. That could be to the credit of OG. But they're thinking about maybe top lane. A go on a DK Phobos. Help is on the way, dear, but is it going to be in time? No! Dazzle! Unable to get the Grave off. He gets caught into a tornado. And now they look for Crit. Crit, he will go down. It's a trade. Technically a support for an offlaner, so OG are happy with that. And they continue to just farm most of the map. Maybe occasionally they'll get caught out and feed over something small, but it's not like Crit is the king of net worth. They can afford to have a drop like that. Well, he couldn't make it in time for the stack, but instead finds a fly, and oh, FNG gonna snap that one up. I'm sure they got to figure that he has planted some ward somewhere. Oh, FNG. Oh, he was so close. He was just so close. He dropped the sentry there. And, well, the ward was dropped in the lane. And he drops one here. He does see it. But, oh, as he goes back, No Tail's there. And, oh, God. Put him to sleep. Well, they know the ward is there, but they can't get in there. OG still maintain proper control in the jungle. And look at this. Gee, in this room. Toss back. Woo! Right into a Fiend's Grip. Moon goes down again. Looks like he got his Midas off this time, though. That's nice. Oh. We've been sleeping on Miracle. We haven't checked base with him in a while, and look at that. Wouldn't you know it? He has nearly got an Orchid after his Yules. Can't sleep on the Invoker. Suddenly he's highest net worth on OG. Uh-oh. Sidestep, chains are there, goes right for the Ghost Walk TP. They have the Dust, they have the Sleep. He's not going anywhere. There's the Crush, and he goes down. Virtus.pro, very nice, quick to react. If that was my pub, that Invoker would have been long gone, but they were there, properly timed with the Dust. Quick Sleep, and they'll get the catch. He was so close to finishing out that Orchid too. Bottom lane, look at this. They're making a move on to Crit now. This has got to be 3 or 4 straight picks for Virtus.pro. That's nice. Uh-oh. No Tails here. Nice sidestep of the Lance. And they swap to the other side, okay. And even though they had just lost Crit and they don't have Miracle handy, they're still confident and they will press this bottom lane. I guess they saw FNG in the top lane. No Tail. Careful, bro. What was that? Did you guys hear that noise? Am I crazy? I think I'm going crazy. That was a sound. All right. Oh, Phobos crushes in, does not catch the right PL. And he will doppelganger away, or will he? G jumps in, gets a nice avalanche stun, but just not enough to break through. Bit too tanky, strength treads and everything all swapped over. He's got 1300 life and will withstand the combo. Miracle, suddenly top lane. Silent rotating in, but Bane couldn't get the catch. So he'll make it back and away. It looks like he will have his Orchid nearly complete. Let's continue to farm up, but what's happening here? Mid lane, Fly moves in, catches the curse on the Phobos here. This one little Slardar's gonna be slaughtered. What is Lil building? He's going 4-staff. A bit different. Normally we see maybe like a Glimmer Cape on either him or Bane, or maybe a Solar Crest, or at least a Medallion build up to a Solar Crest, but Putting more value onto the Force Staff here. I guess that's just more assisted utility to help out Silent on his Ember Spirit, keep him alive. Maybe help out G in case he gets kited a bit. Or maybe just to help himself to get away from a chasing Doom or even an Invoker Tornado that you're looking to sidestep. I just found that it was a bit of an interesting grab and off the beaten path for a Dazzle, but looks like he had to conform for a game like this. Look at this, Virtus.pro now smoked up. They gotta get a good pick off here. Will they be able to get it? They get to catch on the crit. Quick stun, but he stalls out with the snowball as they pass on through. Fiend's Grip not happening. And now crit. Gonna get crushed and stunned. The cleanup from Silent here, and OG possibly stuck in a bit of a rut. Moon's going to be forced to go in the retreat. Same with Fly, but look who sweeps him from behind. It's Miracle looking to get the set of a grave. Keeps FNG alive, and he will retreat. Lil, though, not going to be so lucky. Gets swarmed on by No Tail. Miracle can't get the finishing blow. Long Spirit Lance is going to be disjointed a bit. And G looks to re-engage. Can't get the finish on the Fly. Going to be kept alive with his own Cold Embrace. And G is going to be going down instead. No Tail with the killing spree. Helps clean up too from Virtus.pro. Looked like a very promising start for them, but things seem to crumple apart, and even the re-engagement there from G, not up to snuff. Uh-oh, Miracle finds himself another opportunity. He just dashes right to mid lane and sees Phobos. Cold Snap set up, and Phobos has nowhere to run. Forces out a crush, but the Penguin gonna be thrown in from crit. And they get the kill. That is 3 down all day from Virtus.pro. Game now even 12-12, but oh boy. Oh, Silent versus PL. This is what I'm talking about. It may have been too late for him. The PL is winning. And Silent will go down. A solo pickoff there for No Tail. He might just be a little further ahead here, and Ember just may have a little too much to worry about. OG, they just don't stop. Now they sweep up and in. A dust is going to be popped from Lil, but it's not going to help out FNG. Gives him the grave. G could engage, but they're all very full. It might not be worth it. Gets the combo off, but it's not going to be enough to finish anyone off, and they are going to be losing their Bane. They are going to be losing their Dazzle, and G seems to be next on the list. He goes crumbling down. It's a slaughter across the field. They lose 5 easily. OG lose no one. They're about to take a tier 2. Could be the game before you know it. Oh, I don't think that was the fight, but ever since their good trade in their woods, they went on the prowl and they found Virtus.pro. Caught out 2 different times, and now it's just Silent here. But look at this, OG just splitting it up. Equal push on both mid and top lane here, but they recognize that the death timer is a bit too low. They're not going to be able to do a whole lot of significant damage inside the base, but look at the work they already did here. This tier 3 down to a third of its life. Tier 2 was dropped. Roche is up. They're probably going to take that. And this is now. This is a hard time for Virtus.pro. They could be on life support soon here, going for what looks like a possible YOLO play. They already start heading towards the Roche pit. They anticipate OG's going to be there, but OG baiting the Roche pit. Are you for real? Crit catches. Miracle sweeps him from behind, and FNG is going to be going down. Tusk is a cool hero and all, but I mean, for God's sakes, the range. Easily just. I think that was in the dark. He just gets a brief glimpse of Bane and says, got him. Oh no, G running. He'll make it away. Nobody's safe. Uh-oh. Oh, the rare and endangered Miracle on the prowl. He's on the hunt. He sees Silent here. Is he going to go for it? Double Remnant for it. Triple Remnant, but this one will be silenced up. Scorpion's there, and Crit shows up. They get the uppercut. They get the kill. Re-engagement now from Phobos. We'll get the crush here on the Crit. Looks like the trade will come at the cost of Crit's life, but a worthy trade at that, taking down the Ember Spirit. Miracle is out of here. Walks over a sentry. Oh, wow, what the catch from Phobos. Follow-up dust. He does manage, though, to get off a nice tornado, and quickly they just turn it right back around once more. They get the Doom off on the Dazzle. They're going to go for Phobos here, and how dare you mess with our AK MMR player? How dare you? Look at this, though. G moves back in, goes for no tail, gets a doppelganger off, will be able to sidestep it. Now he runs into trouble. They can't seem to get the finish they want. And FNG going to be going down here. Bane going to be dropped. This is, how many times this game have we seen poor Virtus.pro make a committed jump in, hoping to get a quick finish, and OG weasel their way out, and then make some sort of impressive turnaround. And, you know, in this fight, they have a Doom ready to go. In that fight, they'll have their Tornado EMP. The next fight after that, they'll have a Winter's Curse. The way they're able to all recognize what is necessary to get the job done is very impressive here from OG. They could, you know, like we see from many teams, just spaz out 3 ultimates at once just to ensure a quick pickoff opportunity, but they always seem to kind of know what is necessary and be able to reserve that big spell for maybe the next possible fight that's going to break out, and those fights have been breaking out. And look at this, top lane Silence in trouble. Miracle's just chasing them down like, get over here. Oh, able to remnant away, but barely. Here comes Phobos, though. Oh, he's not able to. He wanted to get the crush off, then the amp damage, but Miracle just too fast for you. Look at that. Oh, they see him with the feats. Miracle, a bit too cocky here, this one, but he's got the Yule. He's able to sidestep the Avalanche, and he's still going to be good. Golden Brace is going to be there from Fly. Eats up the toss damage. Meanwhile, they're making it go into DK Phobos. Wow, gets saved up from a very nice grave. That is going to be Miracle's Aegis now. Phobos needs to hide to a corner and just kind of stay away from a bit of trouble, but there's the Fiend's Grip going on in Miracle here. They can't stop FNG. They jump in with a good Avalanche combo, and they might be able to take him down. That Snowball save from Crit, though. Keeps him alive and well. Look at Miracle get the hell out of there. Crit a lifesaver on that one, but it looks like they could be losing their own life. VP still holding pretty damn strong here. They got Silent back in action. No Tail, though, also doing work. Gets a double kill here. There's going to be G going down. Miracle, who's still alive and well, re-engaging, and that might be the ticket. He gets a double, now unstoppable, and it looks like they're going to be able to take out all of Virtus.pro. It is a bloodbath. They lose 9 players all day. Miracle, the lone survivor. It cost him his Aegis, but what a hell of a save from Crit there. You kidding me? Now, there was just way too much to really kind of reflect what the hell actually happened there. Miracle now picking up an Agnum Scepter, but I noticed Fly didn't even get to use his Winter's Curse unless it happened to be on cooldown up to that second. He was not able to dish it out. But that should have gone a lot worse for OG. And it did. And with that, they're able to still maintain strong control of this game. 14K net worth. And XP. I thought I was looking at the wrong chart. These are identical charts right now. Oh, Miracle, man. He knows the limitations here of his hero. Double Force Blink Crush on the Crit. The chase is real. G looking to follow up, but gets caught into a tornado right away, and then a secondary tornado from the Yules. The guy cannot catch a break. Now gets caught up in a Winter's Curse. G's been here for 5 minutes and hasn't been able to cast a frickin' spell. Well, it doesn't matter. They are going to be able to get Crit down. It's going to cost their Bane, though. A 1-for-1 trade at this point. Gem goes down. Was it picked up from Lil? It was. So still a gem split apart from each side. You know, but this isn't even costing OG their full force. Moon's been off farming elsewhere. No Tail's been off farming. VP have been kind of moving as a 5-man unit, trying to get these little pickoffs, and this is just Miracle having fun. I think he's just having a good time right now. Uh-oh. Nearby G. Oh, but Miracle has something else. He sees a Silent, and he's like, I've been messing with this guy all game, and I will continue to do so. Ha ha ha! Orchid for you, fool! Come here. Ha ha! Cold Snap. Oh, I can't get him this time. Woo! Quick tornado, and I am gone. Look at that guy. He actually got the frickin' kill. Miracle, are you kidding me? This guy is a real pain in the ass to Virtus.pro right now. Unbelievable showing as always on his Invoker. Just ridiculous. One hell of a test here. Silent, welcome to the team. Welcome to Virtus.pro. Our first match is against OG. And by the way, we really need you farmed up in this game. Gotta remember though, this is a best of 3, so even if this first game was to go in favor of OG, there's a chance for Virtus.pro to bring it back in games 2 and 3 and still walk out with their first StarLadder match with a good chunk of points. But OG now coming in, looking to close the curtain on game number 1. They get a tier 2 tower, and they said, that's good enough, I'm full. I don't need any more. And they're going to step back and away. Continue to play the economy game, if you will, and just kind of, you know, out-farm. Starve out Virtus.pro, who, as you can see, are forced kind of like, you know, we'll let G take some farm here, we'll let Silent take some farm there, and we'll just kind of wait behind them in case OG get a bit greedy. And we'll try to punish them. Ain't gonna be easy, though, that's for sure. What's Moon building up here? He's got a plate mail. I assume that's going to be an AC. That would certainly help his team. We mentioned it in the draft. Someone has got to go that utility build and help out against this amp damage and dazzle weave. And it looks like Moon is going to be the one to do it. Still has some time to go, but look at this fun little pickup here. There's a dazzle with a basher. A basher! What's happening here? Mid lane, looking to engage that mobility. My goodness! Force, blink, jump. Both Phobos and G coming from the rafters to get their kill on to crit. They are able to sidestep the EMP. Backlash trying to come out for Miracle, but they're going to be fine. 14-3. I couldn't help myself. I had to see. He's got a Lincoln's now. Really doesn't want to get caught by, I suppose, a Fiend's Grip / Sleep. Still playing to get rid of that Lincoln's, but oh well. Top lane, G up in arms right now with no tail. He's going to get doomed up. I know as this happens, bottom lane's Miracle creeping in, but it looks like he's not going to pull the trigger. G on the run. Here comes Silent. TP's in, gets the help from Phobos. Fiend's Grip going to be on no tail. A Curse is going to have to cancel it there from Fly. Now the Fly being a bit split apart. Crush, not going to catch here on the no-tail. Continues his chase, puts the Purge out onto Phobos. Phobos gets help from the grave. FNG, though, will be the first casualty here for Virtus.pro. While this is happening, Miracle pushing in this bottom lane, doing some serious work under the tier 3. So this is just OG getting a Bane pickoff, shoving G right back into his home, and Miracle getting some serious split happening here, juggling around 2 Virtus.pro members. Still able to walk away. He's almost level 25. He's going to have that crazy-ass shockwave here. And already Virtus.pro find themselves back against the wall. High ground defense. Oh, it's a Shiva's. How nice. No Roche yet, still about another minute. It's a really low timer though, man. Well, that's wonderful for OG, not so good for Virtus.pro. And everyone's just kind of grossly farmed up at this point. G is trying his best to be a destructive force, and as you can see, Silent needs to take defensive measures here. Not an item we always see on your Ember Spirit, but when necessary, he has to get the Manta. Cannot deal with the Orchid. I don't know, maybe almost consider a BKB. This might be needed here. Help with the Diffusal, help with obviously the Invoker. Looks like he's going to go straight for the Abyssal Blade now. on No Tail. I mean, OG just know they're in firm control. It's well over 20K as far as net worth goes. Same with the XP. Waiting to get those next couple items online and ready. Wait for the Roche to come up, which it is now. They can move in, get this Aegis, and hope for an easy closeout to game number 1. Virtus.pro, we look to them. What are they going to do then? Do they sit back and kind of wait for the inevitable push to come after the Aegis? Do they get down there and contest it? It was a very fast timer, probably a bit quicker than they themselves even anticipate. But there it is. It goes down. No Tail's going to be picking that one up. Crit will step up and grab the Gouda. And now Virtus.pro push out the lanes as quick as they can and get ready to high ground defend because OG's coming to town. They're coming to town, boy. Looks like they want to add pressure both mid and bottom lane. They know top is already a bit too far back. So let's look over Virtus.pro and what they have for a high ground defense. Jump in crush from DK Phobos, a preemptive weave. Slide of fist to try to slow everything down. Bane will try his damnedest to set up an optimal Fiends group without it getting canceled, but that ain't gonna be easy. You got Yules and Tornadoes and Winter's Curse. Shadowblade Doom with a level death. This is it. The only one not present is going to be Moon, but Moon does have boots of travel, and OG will continue to creep in. Man, Tornado maxed up just really goes like 140 yards or something like that. Look at that thing fly. Harassed all the way back and behind the racks from up here on the hill. And now the illusions start paddling in their way into the base. OG begin to creep in. Zoning EMP, FNG gets hit by it. Oh, lose an unfortunate chunk of mana. Jump in Abyssal. They're looking to go for the Dazzle here. G re-engages himself, trying to get a hold of Miracle. Miracle goes down. What a catch from VP there. Fiend's Grip, turn around onto No Tail, and they get 2 down. Fly's waiting, though. He's got the curse ready to go. That's going to be the Doom. They're going to stop G in his tracks and No Tail. Now we'll step in, and they're going to be able to take care of this one. It looks like without Miracle, Big Winter's Curse flying out from Fly. With Phobos and company going to be all retreating back into the base. Tier 3 is down. Do they press on for the racks here or just kind of get the hell out? And it looks like it's going to be the latter now with no Aegis, no Miracle. They don't want to risk it. Virtus.pro trying to head off and ahead, see if they can get a catch here. I was going to say not likely, but then again, it's a sprinting StarLadder. Force and Blink. Right now, wow, he somehow gets all the way in there, catches up with Crit, but has he gone too far? Now, this team's here now. There's going to be the toss combo. Crit tries to slow them down, but that was a long-winded chase. Props to DK Phobos for getting the catch up there. This will stall out the game a bit more in hopes that Virtus.pro can pull it back. This reminds me of the first series I was casting at the Frankfurt Major. What was it? It was a newbie going against Virtus.pro. And it was newbie who were holding out with a, I want to say, yeah, with a How Ember Spirit. Long game. It was 80 minutes at that point. Here's G jumping in. That Craggy, though. BKB. Pops out No Tail. Enfeebled and slept up. Phobos is going to be there. They're going to get the kill. Lancer down. Lancer down. OG. Look at the turn and run. Moon not going to be able to make it away. They got the toss there for him. Oh, look at the supports in a bit of trouble. Miracle tries to set them up with a meatball, but they're able to sidestep and make it away. Silent going to be stuck without mana. Ah, Miracle tries to go into the Ghost Walk, but they got the vision there. Pops his Lincolns. There's going to be the Yules. Fiend's Grip online. Crit. Back now. Not able to save him. Disaster for OG. And now Virtus.pro breaking through for their own Tier 2 tower. Now they are getting pushed in a bit in this top lane. Tier 3 is now down. Silent will take care of it, but as you can see, since the 10-minute mark, this has been the most promising thing for Virtus.pro this game. And look at that, they're able to force out 2 quick buybacks, and OG want to get a catch. They're not going to get it, though. Virtus.pro for them. Job well done. Job well done. Forced out 2 hefty buybacks right there. We're not punished for it. And my oh my, Silent and his Ember Spirit. They're getting a bit big. Getting a bit big here. He's got the Battle Fury, as we already mentioned, the Manta, but now is able to work into the crit. And wouldn't you know it, it's a Daedalus now. This boy, he's going to be hitting hard. Real hard. As you can see, things slipping down a bit. Moon's been catching up on his farm. He's second for his team as far as net worth goes. With the help of that Midas. Look at that, he's got a frickin' Silver Edge. What is it? Removing Craggy? Remove the Ember Spirit Flame Guard, I guess? Or just the Craggy? Uh-oh. Fly. Sitting up on the high ground. He is getting absolutely manhandled here. The long tornado will cancel the Fiend's Grip, but the damage had already been done. And now look at this, Virtus.pro looking to head out. OG still wants to engage and miss a couple of spells here, but they still want to fight. Moon moves right in. Choke point here is Miracle. Drops down the mighty meatball now, and Phobos, though, is the one pressured out. A buyback is going to be forced from Fly. Lil, swarm there from No Tail, can't make it back away. Silent just trying to get off Sleight of Fist here, gets a big one off. Crit eats the cheese, will stay alive and well. Miracle trying to make it back away, hides into a corner behind the creeps. Look at his sidestep here. Oh, there it is, though. He gets the catch. A big Sleight of Fist on that one. What a curse from Fly, though. Gets the finishing blow, helping to take out the mighty Silent. But here comes G now, the Whomping Willow. They see Crit, he smacks him down on the back end. Buybacks coming out from Silent. They know that this is their moment. They already took out Miracle with no buyback. If they could get No Tail, it'd be so much bigger, but they're not going to be able to get the catch right there. Oh, Roche's not up. They're frantically checking it, but it hasn't even been the 8 minutes yet, so they're eager to make this work. They have 70 seconds, they know, with no Miracle Invoker. What they may or may not know is Moon and Crit are also out for 30. Oh, was it worth it? Game's getting a bit tight here. What was once a 25k net worth advantage for OG is now only 10k to their advantage. XP, about the same. And they've only been able to close out a couple of tier 3 towers. No racks damage has really been done. And this Silent Ember Spirit is starting to hit a bit harder and harder. Now, he was hit hard in the economy, as he did have to force out a buyback there and was not able to really do a lot with it, but his farm continues. He gets a... I don't know, what do we look to get here next game on our Silent Ember Spirit? Secondary Daedalus, MKB doesn't seem to really be necessary. You don't have a lot of evasion to have to work with. Are they really in Rapier territory? We'll see. And G as well. Can't forget about G. He's got his AC already done. Manta. And this guy hits hard. And if he's able to come off on the back alive after a big fight and get himself inside the OG base, this game could be quickly over. Ooh, Lotus or pickup here for Lil. I like it. Can remove Cold Snap. Remove, I believe you can remove the Purge from Diffusal, but obviously you also have the chance to Echo Shell back. A lot of big things. I always chuckle though when you get an Echo Shell against the Tusk, because you do have that chance to kind of screw yourself over. Tusk sees like Dazzle or someone with a Lotus Orb on them, he could snowball them into his own team. That would be pretty funny to see. Uh-oh. Virtus.pro. They recognize these are illusions. They're hoping for an opportunity here. They look like they're going to be going to the side shop where they will run into trouble. Smoke has been popped. And they're creeping forward here. OG quickly spread like cockroaches to make it away from trouble. Lobos, they pop the dust. They're going to see Miracle, and they get the quick pop. He will lose his Lincolns with the amp damage. They got the toss combo with the cold embrace. It's going to be there from Fly, and now they look back the other way. Winter's Curse going to be on the FNG. Not very effective damage. No Tail gets the Abyssal on the DK Phobos, looking to bring him down. Silent, serious crit damage work. Miracle brought really low, forced to turn back and away. Cold embrace to keep Moon alive and well. G will sidestep and kind of reposition himself. Back with Silent here. OG on the move. They committed with a dive. Crit. Going to help avoid the stun with the help of the snowball there. And G is going to get isolated between the three. He's going to be taken down. And Virtus.pro on the retreat. Silent is already gone. And OG are going to be taking this fight, which means they will also be taking an Aegis. A huge run back their way. After what was turning into a bit of a scary game for them. That helps reassure things a bit more for them. They will now be able to pick up this extra life. G is down. G does have a buyback. Well, there's a butterfly, so Silent was not considering an MKB before. And he's not feeling like going all in with a rapier, then you might need to get an MKB. Alright, game one turning into a bit of a doozy here as we're getting closer to the 1 hour mark in this matchup. OG giving it another run now. Tier 3 already very low. They would love to get the center racks and do the first real base damage from the low ground. Miracle gets the easy siege. Steps in, the slide of fist start coming out, but he's waiting and prepared with the Yule's EMP. He bounces once and twice, still going to be losing his mana. And now the pressure is on. While they do that, No Tail split pushing towards the top lane with his PL, but it looks like they're going to get the racks damage in the mid lane. The first racks to drop, the melee one at that. OG are just kind of happy to step back and away here. They'll plant down their own couple of wards and maybe see if Virtus.pro are feeling confident enough to walk out from the base. But there it is, your first real base damage. That's now swinging back towards the way of OG. Big money for taking down those racks. I don't know, is it going to be rapier time? It might have to be. Might have to be. I don't know if he'll be able to farm one up. He's going to try for it, though. He's going to try. Oh, as he tries, they ping him out. Uh-oh. OG on the move. Silent, get what you need and get out. Get what you need and get the hell out. Trouble is coming. Get out. Get what you need and go. Slight and get out. Okay. Well, hey, force some space there. OG had to run all the way to the top lane. And they're still kind of searching around for him. You know, and he has to do those little kind of side missions to get that bit of farm. And what did he get from it? He got about 700, so it's not too terrible. Obviously, would love to be doing a lot more, but this is the kind of game he's kind of stuck in at the moment. And this mid lane is not bringing as much farm as it used to now with its racks down, so it's a bit of a bummer for him. Great for OG, though. Wow, look at this. Fly. Nearly 4K gold on him. I wonder if he's going to go straight refresher. My goodness, that'd be dirty. Oh, I suppose since Shiva's was put together here for Moon, that Miracle is going to get an AC. Still obviously wants to reserve the money for the buyback. And No Tail is also bringing in a serious wealth of farm for himself. He's pretty much 6-slotted, with the exception of... Okay, that courier just... That was a Demon Edge. Oh no. That was the Demon Edge for Silent. I don't know if it was a Demon Edge for an MKB or for a Rapier, but it is now going to be with the deceased. I don't know what they were doing. I guess they were trying to go to this side shop instead, but No Tail sees it and easily takes it out. And that's no bueno. OG might be ready to give this another go. Let's see if they can do it now. Miracle going to be creeping in first, lands a tornado, gets crushed. Lincoln's is going to be popped, and he gets tossed over to his own Forge Spirit. No real damage though. Still has his Aegis. Getting slept up, slowed down. Looks like this Rage Rax is going to be going down though. One more right click will finish it. And bottom lane though is where No Tail's going to do his work. It's the Abyssal Blade on DK Phobos. Grave is going to be there to help him out. Plus, of course, he's trying to make it back away from all these pesky illusions, but they continue their chase. There's a big curse. It's going to be able to finish off Bane. They do lose Phobos in the fountain. He's out, no buyback, and this could be the end of Virtus.pro. G rolls on through and goes right into a Doom, and he cannot make it away. That basher work from PL forces him to pretty much do a pop and lock dance, and he cannot get out. That is going to be game. Bit of a long-winded one, but OG have done it. They have secured game 1 of this best of 3. Got to applaud the effort from Virtus.pro. We got to remember it's Silent's first game with Virtus.pro. They held out as best as they could. They took a couple of fights, but it just was not going to be enough. And even with a PL going against an Ember Spirit, just did not matter. And Miracle continues to have a miracle kind of a game here. 16 and 6 on his Invoker. Very, very impressive stuff.